welcome to the rack. Hi everyone! I got these two cuties with me today. They're off school.
Yay!
That does not mean mommy's off work. That just means they're off school. So I actually had them come in for a second because something happened at the dentist office that reminded me of already what I was going to talk about today. And so I just wanted them to share it. What happened at the dentist office?
So there was a little girl and she was crying because she didn't want to go in the chair.
I'll tell the other one.
Refused to go in the
well,
chair.
Carol's going to tell that one.
The other person...
No, I'll tell that first. The other person refused to open her mouth.
And the other person refused to go in the chair.
And we were at the dentist office and we were thinking, oh, and they were screaming and just carrying on. And we're thinking the fact is, how much does it really hurt?
Doesn't that much, but it just doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel good. So, what did I tell you guys? What have I told you guys about life in general?
You have to be strong enough to live.
You got to be strong enough for your life. You have to be strong enough to live. You're like, there's going to be things that are going to make you uncomfortable. You guys, thank you so much. You were perfect with your reporting. Thank you so much.
I want to be a hermit crab again.
Okay, they were playing hermit crab. So I was telling them in the car, and I tell them all the time, you have to be strong enough for your life, strong enough to achieve and to do the things that you actually really want to do. So I wanted to talk to everyone about the fact that today, sometimes, especially grown-ups, I mean, when I saw this little girl having such a fit, I was thinking about there is us grown-ups that have such a fit about things that we need to do for our life, things that we say we want. Because I'm assuming, and if she doesn't want it now, she's going to want it later, and her parents definitely want it for her, is to have good teeth, right? If you want good, clean teeth, you're going to have to open your mouth. It might feel uncomfortable. It might hurt for a minute. It's like anything that you take care of. It might hurt for a minute, but the long-term effects is that it's going to be so much better, cleaner, happier than if you neglect it for the momentary pain that you're going to feel, and then now you've really got something on your hands. And so I'm like, I think about the fact that people want healthy relationships, maybe. They want healthy bodies. They want healthy work environments, and there's so many communities, healthy communities, all kinds of things. So the question is, what do you want? Then, what's it going to take? Because anytime I really look at somebody having something that I really go, oh, I would really like that, I'm always like listening out for interviews about them and to see what does it take so that you can hear it takes this amount of study, this amount of working out, this amount of eating right, whatever, to see if that's in line with what am I willing to do. Because you have to decide, I am willing to do that thing and get on it. And then the other thing is when you really decide, hey, I understand that this might be tough. I understand it might be painful. But in the long run, it's going to work for me instead of being against me. So if I start eating right, if I start exercising, if I start communicating in my relationship, if I decide, hey, this relationship is not really quite going where I want it to go, and I decide that this is not for me anymore, even that, I don't linger in it. I am not what I call in my life a repeat offender about things that we already know. This is causing us pain. This is not something that we're just learning from. This is actually just something that we just keep tripping over because we're not ready to do what? Do what it takes. Open our mouths. Have the momentary pain and then be rid of that. And be rid of that cavity, be rid of that whatever, all the gunk that they just cleaned out. Let that go. So today, what do you want? What does it take? It's okay if it's painful. It's only momentary. We can do this. You can do this. You can be strong enough for your life. I can be strong enough for my life. Thank you, Dawn. I really appreciate that. All right. Have a great week. Have a sensational day. And I'm going to go play Hermit Crab with those kids. Bye.